So I got a comment on one of my videos the other day about NBA sports. They always say, "Oh, you talk about NBA sports, but what about WNBA?" Honestly, I really just started watching WNBA. I watched a little bit of college last year, the year before when South Carolina was going on their crazy runs. You had Angel Reese, Cardoza, Caitlin Clark. Um, it was a few others. I can't think of her name. What is her name? What's her name? Brittany Griner. It's been a few others that I'll tune into just to see how they look on the court or whatever. But anyways, this issue that I wanted to speak on this year was the whole Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese thing. First of all, we have to, as sports fans, we have to stop comparing different positions to other positions. If Caitlin Clark is a guard, compare her to guards. If Angel Reese is a forward, compare her to forwards. The issue is, and what I've seen, is that in college they played against each other. They had a little back and forth, but Angel Reese team won the championship with LSU. They won the championship. Caitlin Clark went 4 years in Iowa and she wasn't able to get that championship. It's okay. She made a great impact in the college sports, but now she's in the WNBA, and a lot of more people are starting to watch. What happened was Angel Reese went online and said, "Hey, everybody's not just watching for her; they're also watching for me. They're watching for Aja Wilson. This lady has been around for a minute. Nafisha Collier. Um, they've been talking about these women for a couple of years now, and for some reason, fans try to pin them against each other when it's really corny. So that's why I really don't watch too much about it. But my thing is that, like, for one, right now with Angel Reese, everybody said, "Oh, she sucks at finishing. She's not a scorer." Now that she's getting all these rebounds, they say, "Oh, well, she's only getting." They're calling them me bounds. She's only getting these rebounds because she's missing the shot and getting the ball back. That's total nonsense because when you look at it with basketball 1-on-1, if you have a forward on the team, which you usually have a small forward and a power forward, you also have this thing on the team called a center. So on the opposite side, your opponent usually has somebody to match up with them. So if it's a power forward, if she's a power forward, she's being matched up with a power forward, but also there's somebody even bigger than her on the court, a center. So how can you say that she's only getting these rebounds because she's rebounding her own shots, but you ignore the whole fact that the opponent has to box her out? Why is the power forward not boxing her out? Why is the center not boxing her out? So today I went and watched the game. They were playing Connecticut. Both teams are 2-7. They both kind of started off slow, but then both teams started cooking. They were in Connecticut. Um, Reese, what I've seen was from this game and a few other games is that when she misses the shot, she automatically follows it up and try to get a rebound, which you should in basketball, especially as a forward. My thing was that the power forward and the center trying to grab the ball from her, but she's out muscling them. So you have to give her credit for getting her rebounds because it's 2-on-1 right there. If you got a power forward and center right there trying to get the ball and neither one of them can get it, they can't box you out and you get your own rebound, that's a plus for you. So people need to stop hating and saying, "Oh, she gets her own rebounds." And then today she got a triple double. And guess what happens? I start reading the comments. "Oh, Caitlin Clark already had a few triple doubles." Well, that makes perfect sense because she's a guard. A guard usually is passing the ball. She might rebound it, and she's shooting the ball. That makes sense. That's the same thing that Angel Reese did today. She decided now, hey, with me drawing all this attention, my shot not working in the paint because some of these girls just way bigger than me. Let me kick it out because it's somebody wide open every time. And she started using her IQ, her basketball IQ, and today for this game, it worked. So that's all she has to do going forward. Now, speaking on Caitlin Clark has came into the league. She just came back off injury. They played the undefeated New York Liberty team yesterday, and she went crazy on them. She ended up did she have 20 plus? She had 25. I want to say at like halftime or something like that. She did her thing, but she was close. She was close to triple double, but she's had a couple of triple doubles already. So that's great for her. The thing about it is that she's hitting these logo threes just like Curry. So with her doing like that, making all these threes and stuff, that draws in a bigger fan base. And this is what the WNBA needs. They need people to start tuning in for certain players. Like when you see Caitlin Clark shooting like Curry, you're like, oh, I can watch that because we know that the women are dunking really like that. So let's watch them shoot deep range and like they crossing over all type of stuff. Angel Reese is doing her thing. Caitlin Clark is doing her thing. But the whole conversation shouldn't be about neither one of them. Collier is leading the league right now. She's 10 games in this year. She's running off with the MVP already so far. She's dropping 20 and 10 a night. Some nights she's dropping 30. I watched her game yesterday. She dropped 30 easily. I'm talking about 20. She had 25 at halftime, 26 at halftime. And the team that she was playing, I want to say, is the Los Angeles Sparks, had 26 at halftime. So she pretty much had the same amount as the other team did on her own. So people have to stop trying to boost up Caitlin Clark or boost up Angel Reese because y'all forgetting about these other people that's right in front of them. When I look at the MVP votes right now, Collier's number one. They got Caitlin Clark as number two. Asia Wilson. Like, how are we not talking about Asia Wilson? She just won a championship like 2 years ago. She won the MVP, I want to say, two times already. We got Brianna Stewart, this Sabrina girl. She be hitting threes too. So it's so many people that you could watch in the WNBA, but you don't have to keep on trying to compare Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark. If you're going to compare Caitlin Clark to anybody, put her against one of these shooting guards. If you're going to compare Angel Reese to somebody, put her against one of these forwards out here. It's just I just find that it's my opinion is that it's just corny to keep on trying to uplift one and downgrade another one because this is the same thing that happens in the NBA right now. And I just seen a post earlier today was my boy was going crazy because he's a LeBron James fan. He's still trying to bring all these points about if LeBron played in the 80s or the early 90s and stuff that he would did better than Jordan. If Jordan played in the 2000s, he wouldn't be as good as people thought he was. At the end of the day, Michael Jordan had six finals MVPs. He went undefeated on the main stage. You can't try to compare it and say, oh, LeBron's better because he's broke all the records. Well, no shit. If he's played the longest in the NBA, he should have most of the records. It's called longevity. At some point, you're going to pass up everything. But if you look at it, yes, the game is a team sport at the end of the day. It's not all about accolades. If it's a team sport at the end of the day, your goal is to get to the mountaintop. And when you get to the mountaintop, you should be able to win. So going back to the WNBA, Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, neither one of them have a championship yet. And this only their second year in the league, man. Give them some time, let them build. I believe that Caitlin Clark is the full package. I don't really see too much she need to work on. She maybe need to stop with the complaining to the refs all the time because she's going to get those calls because she's playing at a superstar level. But and then with Angel Reese, she just needs to find a way to if you can't finish at the basket, she needs to start working on her mid range. If she works on her mid range and start forcing bigs to come out, that's when she could use her speed to get to the hole and don't have to worry about the centers camping out right under the rim, man. So, like I said, I just wanted to give my personal opinion on the whole Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark saga because, like I said, it's coming off corny. It's looking way too familiar with the whole LeBron and MJ comparison and stuff like that. And it really shouldn't have to be that way, man. Some of y'all just need to get off social media and stop talking crazy. And on top of that, if you never played on a high level, stop trying to make it seem like you could do better if you can't. If you never played in the WNBA, if you never played in the NBA, you shouldn't be on social media saying about, well, oh, she's doing this because of that, when you never did that. We can look up some of y'all fucking stats that in basketball, y'all like Skip Bayless. Y'all barely get on the damn court, but then you sitting online talking like I really did something. I love getting on random posts like the Yahoo posts and just comment to some of them just to see where they head at. And most of them, it always comes to some racist stuff. They start talking stupid or talking about somebody family member. That stuff doesn't bother me. I enjoy it because I can talk crazy all day too. But I can also back it up if I ever run into one of you motherfuckers in real life. That's all I got for WNBA, man. All I want to say is continue looking into the WNBA. These women are playing their hearts out just like the NBA. It's another sport to watch. They deserve it because when you think about it, men, we have daughters as well. Maybe one day they want to grow up and be WNBA players. We should start letting them see these games and stuff like that, see what it's like to be competitive, and maybe one day they end up in the WNBA because, like I said, they got dreams just like NBA players do. men basketball players do, man. So all I want to say is, man, just stop with the corny comparison stuff. If y'all not gonna compare the actual position to position, stop comparing shooting guards to power forward. Just it don't make no sense. This is just like with the in basketball too. Why are people comparing a shooting guard in Michael Jordan to a small forward in LeBron James? It makes no sense. So that's all I got, man. I just wanted to tap in here and let y'all know I do watch WNBA. Going further, I'll start watching a little bit more games. And I can come here and tell y'all who my favorite players are in the WNBA and who I think is going to win this year. So that's all I got. Like, share, subscribe to the Mechee from the Midwest